Welcome back, everyone, to episode 2 of our Alan Wake 2 Let's Play series here on the PlayStation 5. I am your host, Free Nachos, as always, and last episode we were introduced to our main character, Saga Anderson, and her partner, Casey, who've been called in to investigate a murder. And we made our way through the woods and down to the crime scene.
I investigate a murder victim before, except in the movies.
So now we get to check out the body and see what evidence we can learn.
Ritualistic.
You've unlocked your first key image. You can place it on the caseboard inside the Mind Palace, or the Mind Place. Up on the D-pad allows Saga to see active clues. The key image can be selected with X and placed on the caseboard. So you actually have to press it. Cauldron Lake murder scene.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Placing a key image on the caseboard begins a new line of investigation. Okay. So it's like we're tacking up pictures and clues. Another body's been found. You just see if there's a link to the killings. We're here to investigate. When a key image is placed, it will prompt a new question. Objectives are viewed at the caseboard in your goals. Investigate the crime scene. All right. You can collect clues from the body to progress. Okay. So it just tells you the exact spots to look. You don't have to kind of search and find. Looks like he's bound by the wrist.
From the cargo straps holding him down. Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. The killer left the heart right next to the body.
Okay, so they didn't take the heart or do anything with it. They just removed it and placed it there on the table. Maybe they were leaving it for something in their mind. Let's go ahead and place. Placed onto the open question. Okay. To get used to this system here.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Okay, the clues have resolved the open question and unlocked a new deduction. As you advance the investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. Okay. Learn more about the victim, learn more about the killer. Enter free to examine the caseboard or leave to collect more clues.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues.
Let's talk to the deputy here.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Okay, so Robert Nightingale, yes, that name is familiar. I remember that from Alan Wake 1.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
It was an AWE event.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
He had a breakdown. Let's take a look around here. Check this back path here. There's the crime scene. Here we go.
A creepy twig sculpture?
It's got pointed arrows, so these are similar to those chests that we would find in the woods in Alan Wake 1.
Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing.
Confused? Follow these shapes. Wash your hands, take the chicken out of the fridge, take a nap. So a sink, a fridge, and a bed. Let's see. Got a little bit of a puzzle here, boys. Oh, another arrow. Probably find a cache. More symbols.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
Okay, wash your hands. Take a nap. This be a warning to you, fellow trespassers. They say the lake is a caldera, something formed by an erupting volcano or the sinkholes it leaves in its wake. What if that's not true? What if it's something else, something less natural and much more man-made, intentional? I'd say the lake's not formed, it's designed, and it has a purpose. The lake is a hiding place. Beneath the calm surface lies a secret machinery ready to be activated at the press of a button. And the people with the button, they're in that big house by the lake, preparing, I know it. First drawing, waterline, real caldera is made from a volcano, lava. Second drawing, waterline, engineered structure, strange machines. So they think that there's something under the lake, something man-made. Okay, so it was like wash your hands. So it's this one, up and down. And then that one. And then side to side. So there's like a combination of symbols. See if we can figure out how to open it.
What's the far's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
Okay, so the first one was up and down. That was the middle one. And then side to side. Yeah. Don't take anything if you aren't one of the trees. What is that? Okay, well, we got it. Nice. No, my flashlight's not working right now. Okay, well, nice. We found a little extra cachet there. Any lunch boxes for us? something here. Aha! UFOs, the ultimate guide to spotting unidentified objects. Writing this down in case it happens again and I forget. I get that feeling again. It hit me suddenly at 1:15 a.m. after I'd finished my Alma on the porch of the trailer. I got in the car and drove, chasing it. Starry night, not much moon, is expected to let me pass Bright Falls to Cauldron Lake. I tried to find the right spot, the right emotion, the right thought, the combination to have it all aligned to make it happen. Terrified it would. It didn't. Not this time. Frustrated but relieved. I scanned the night sky for shapes, the objects, nothing. But when I blinked repeatedly, I think I saw the afterimage of the octahedron. It faded fast. When I got ready to drive back, I felt someone watching me here, but not here. It's him. I know it is. Doesn't he know I'm getting close? I'm on the right track. I was right to come to Bright Falls. How do you like the knitting hero? I had it made just for you. All right. We are crushing it with these lunch boxes. We found 3 already.
Flashbacks. Remember Ohio?
Sure. The North Side slasher. But that case was completely different.
The trees, Anderson. He hid the bodies in the forest.
Okay, so we've already looked at the body and we've questioned these 2 guys.
Lost, Anderson.
There were some clues here that we could look at.
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
Yeah, let's go to our case board here. And see if we can pin some of our clues. That's the victim. The killers.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Multiple footprints. That's the victim. Right? Oh no, that goes with the killers?
Indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Premeditated or spontaneous? Well, the beer bottles. They've been there for a while, staking out the spot.
Sure. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
The victim came from...
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
You can use profiling inside Saga's mind place to get inside the heads of suspects and victims. Cool. Let's see if we can upgrade our weapons here. We haven't used our weapons yet, but we do have... Oops. I went over, I tabbed over by accident. I thought that was something else. Using her intuition, Saga can discover new clues by profiling people of interest.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
Okay.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch, it goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Okay. Let's do some upgrading here. Oh no, we still don't have enough pieces. That's fine. The victim came from... the lake. Yeah, we did wake up in the water. That much is certain. Find evidence of where he came from. Got it.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Okay, well, I'll just wait here.
So I wonder if you don't find enough clues, or if you miss certain clues, if it'll affect how you
This one of your hunches, Anderson?
solve the story.
Something happened at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
What's it say?
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Manuscript page?
Like a manuscript.
Yep.
Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page. A witch with no heart. A strange echo of owl murder.
Witch's ladle. There's no mystery in Cauldron Lake being named after its cauldron shape, and yet there are many mysterious stories about the lake, it being a gloomy doorway to the underworld, or of a witch whose cauldron the lake really was. Legend tells that when the affections of a local sheriff went unanswered, he accused the lady in question of having bewitched him. She was drowned, but her dropped ladle grew into a strange tree named Witch's Ladle. The woman returned to avenge her wrongdoers. If she was not a witch before, she was one now. She killed the sheriff, drowning him in the lake. Then she took out his heart and locked it in a box. With the heart, she would summon him from the lake to exact revenge on her behalf, or so the legend goes. Let's go to the mine place real quick.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Okay, let's do the profile then. Manuscript
The
pages.
victim is one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Okay, very cool. She said we should profile Nightingale about this, right? The page.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
So that means we gotta go to the body, right? And look inside his chest cavity? Is that what we gotta do? Alright, let's look around. I don't want to miss any collectibles or any clues. My flashlight doesn't seem to be working right now. Okay, let's look around.
I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
Okay, swamp.
Can't go any further. Water's too deep.
Gotta be something tucked away back here. Maybe not. Maybe not. Well, at least we checked. Alright, so now we gotta go back to the crime scene. There'll probably be a clue in the chest. Well, guys, we have about 3 minutes left in episode 2. If you've enjoyed it so far, feel free to go ahead and like. And if you want to see more of this series, feel free to follow me to be notified every time that I post a new episode. I'll be posting every other day, 30-minute episodes just like this. So I hope you guys have been enjoying it. I know I sure have.
Just like I said.
Maybe I have to go back on my case board. Yes. That's what we had to do. Yep.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
That's what I needed to do. Now we can tell him.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
All right, so it looks like
Thanks.
we're also going to...
Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses.
yeah, the
Bookers.
witnesses, the bookers. Okay.
Diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
All right, guys. Well, this is the end of episode 2. When we continue, we will go ahead and go back to Bright Falls. Hopefully
Seems like a
examine
nice town so far. Murders
the
aside.
body of Robert
Pretty
Nightingale.
woods. Cute lodge we got set up in.
And also
We should
talk
go for
to
a
the
hike if we get a
eyewitnesses of
Now you're just being
the crime.
mean, Anderson.
So anyway, guys, my name is
Deputies
Free
aren't
Nachos.
exactly up to the task,
Thanks as
but
always for
hopefully
stopping
the
by.
sheriff will be more helpful.
And I'll see you on the next episode.
Surprise about